All right, let's talk about those silent signals. That secret language of attraction. We're going to decode those tiny, almost invisible clues someone might be sending your way when they like you, but are maybe too shy or just not ready to come right out and say it.
You know that feeling, right? That little gut instinct where you're like, I think they like me, but I'm not totally sure. It's that mix of confusion and excitement when someone just acts different, but only when you're around. Well, guess what? Your intuition is probably onto something. So today, we're going to break down exactly what you should be looking for.
Okay, first up, signs of quiet attention. And look, these aren't going to be the big, flashy, movie moment kind of gestures. We're talking about the small, subtle clues that prove you're officially taking up space in their head.
So sign number 1, they notice the small things. And this is way more than just remembering your birthday, okay? We're talking about the really tiny details. Like they remember exactly how you take your coffee, or they bring up that one random song you mentioned you liked weeks ago. When someone secretly likes you, these little things become a big deal to them because, well, you've become a big deal to them.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Think about it. Remembering that stuff takes effort. It's an emotional investment. It shows they're not just hearing you, they're actually listening and tucking away all the little things that make you, well, you.
All right, sign number 2. They find excuses to be around you. You ever notice this? Someone just kind of shows up wherever you are. Maybe they'll slide into a conversation you're having, or all of a sudden they're really into that same obscure TV show you love. What they're really doing is trying to shrink the space between you.
Yeah, it might look casual, but trust me, it's not random. There's a reason for it. We're just naturally drawn to the people we're interested in. So if it feels like their orbit keeps crossing with yours, it's probably not a coincidence.
Okay, sign number 3, and this one is super interesting. They act different around you. Think about it. Everyone has their baseline personality, right? Maybe this person is usually the loud, center of attention type, but when you're there, they get kind of quiet. Or maybe it's the other way around. A really serious person suddenly gets all goofy and starts cracking jokes whenever you're in the room.
Exactly. That change in behavior is a huge clue. What you're looking for is that contrast, that shift from how they normally are. That's usually a direct result of their feelings for you kicking in, making them either a little more self-conscious or, really eager to make a good impression.
Okay, moving on to our next section, actions louder than words. So we're shifting from the quiet, observational stuff to the things people actually do, things that can give away how they feel, sometimes without them even knowing it.
And here's sign number 4. They get nervous around you. Ah, yes, the classic. And it's a classic for a reason. When someone secretly likes you, what you think of them suddenly matters. A lot. And that pressure, it could trigger that little bit of nervous energy because they really, really want you to like them back.
And this nervousness can pop up in all kinds of ways. They might, fidget a lot or laugh a little too much at your jokes, even the bad ones. Maybe they have a hard time making eye contact, or they just kind of struggle to find the right words when they're talking to you. These are all tiny physical signs that you, my friend, have an effect on them.
All right, next up, sign number 5. They show support without being asked. This person basically becomes your personal secret cheerleader. They'll be the one to defend you in a group conversation or send you that "you got this" text before a big meeting. It's support that you never had to ask for. And this really gets to the core of it. They are genuinely invested in your well-being. It's like your wins are their wins, and when you're having a tough time, it actually affects them. They just care.
Okay, sign number 6. They tease you gently. Now, let's be super clear here. We are not talking about mean jokes. This is the playful, lighthearted kind of teasing. Maybe about a funny little habit you have. Or better yet, it's an inside joke that only the two of you would get. It's all about creating a little connection.
Because really, it's their way of connecting without making their feelings too obvious. It's a pretty safe way for them to build a rapport, to kind of test the waters. And what it does is create this little private bubble, just for the two of you.
Sign number 7 is a big one. They pay attention to your relationships. This is basically detective work. Have you ever had someone ask, maybe a little too casually, about who you're dating? Or you mentioned going out with someone and they just get really quiet? They're basically trying to see if there's an opening.
Oh yeah, that emotional reaction is so hard to hide when feelings are involved. That little flicker of disappointment or that sudden silence, it's like a little emotional leak. It's the moment the mask slips just a tiny bit and you see what's really going on.
And our final sign, number 8, they make time for you. Honestly, in the world we live in, this might be the biggest one of all. Everyone is busy, right? But pay attention to the person who, no matter how swamped they are, always finds a little moment for you. Whether it's a quick text checking in or just 5 minutes to talk by the water cooler.
Because let's face it, time is precious. And when someone gives you their time consistently, well, it usually means something. Giving someone your focus and attention is a huge deal today. So if they're always carving out a little slice of their day for you, that's a massive sign that you're a priority to them.
So let's talk about the bigger picture here. We've gone through 8 different signs, right? But here's the thing. None of these signs mean much by themselves. And that brings us to maybe the most important takeaway of all. Here's the golden rule, okay? One sign alone doesn't mean much. Anyone can be a good listener, or just a nervous person in general. But when you see several of these signs together, when you start noticing a pattern, 2, 3, 4 of these things happening over and over, that's when the chances are incredibly high that something's there.
And one last thing to keep in mind is patience. Because remember, not everyone expresses their feelings the same way. Some people are super shy, and some are just terrified of rejection. So if you're seeing these signs, just remember that understanding why they might be quiet is just as important as noticing the signs themselves.
So, now that you know the signs, it really just leaves one question, doesn't it? Who are you going to be paying a little closer attention to? I bet someone's face just popped into your head, didn't it?